These truly are the end times, my friends. X-Men creators want to hold a new Hellfire Gala and new X-Men team election every year. Mother of God. Before we get too far into that, my campaign for my new book, Malevolent Rising issue number 5, is currently live on Indiegogo. Please check that out while you're there. If you look down on the tiers, I created a sketchbook. It is an art book of never before seen artwork, art from the comic, sketches, concept designs, and other drawings that I've done over the years. If you like art books, please check it out. Now, on with the review. So, X-Men creators want to hold a new Hellfire Gala, a new X-Men team election every year. Yes, earlier this year, the X-Men fans got a chance to vote for 2 members of the recently relaunched superhero team. I've got a review on that forthcoming and what I think of the debut of the new team. But let's just try to unpack and visualize the concept of having to go through the Hellfire Gala every single goddamn year. Oh my God, what are we even doing? At this point, what are we doing? So, the Hellfire Gala, for those of you who don't know, was an event that the Marvel Universe or the X-Men Universe just recently did where basically the mutants held a big prom dance on their special island of segregated mutants where they actually allowed the lesser beings to come and party with them to see what Krakoa was all about. And there was a bunch of little plot twists that went nowhere, a lot of little character moments that were inane, a lot of terrible writing, a lot of even worse fashion, and ultimately culminated in the murder of the Scarlet Witch, which is going to get resolved in the trial of Magneto. But why does death even matter in the X-Men books anymore when they can just resurrect the Scarlet Witch and ask her what the hell happened? So, again, X-Men books, what are we even doing? I don't want to get too far into the review of my X books as a whole, but there are no stakes in X-Men world. The X-Men are terrible people. Nothing happens to them if they die. There is no threat. Nothing can equal them. Their villains are now heroes and living amongst them as roommates. And now we're going to have a mutant prom every single year, and we're going to have to be subjected to this random ballot of electing new X-Men every year. So forget the idea of having a stalwart group of characters get attached to and to have any long-term plot threads between characters developing, because we're going to be changing them out every year. So you got 12 months of whatever story you want to tell before the whole damn thing resets itself. You want to know what's wrong with Marvel Universe, you want to know what's wrong with the X-Books, you want to know what's wrong with the American comics in general, look at this. The Hellfire Gala, before it came out, a lot of people thought it was really crap, and a lot of the detractors to that were saying, hey, these are new books, you're trying something new, give it a chance, it's probably going to lead into something. Well, you know what? We waited, we gave it a chance. I read every single issue of this nonsense, and it was trash. And yeah, before you say it, I know I gave them the money to support the books because I was going to read them so I could talk about them with you guys. Mostly I was doing it so you guys wouldn't have to, because getting through the Hellfire Gala was like trudging through waist-deep mud. It was a chore. It was definitely not something I would like to do again every single year. So honestly, I would like to know your guys' thoughts. Are you excited for the new Hellfire Gala? Is this the worst news you could possibly imagine coming out of the X-Men universe? And honestly, if you're still collecting X-Men books at this point, does this affirm your idea to keep buying them, or is this the straw that broke the camel's back and you're just going to drop the titles? I really don't see a lot of reason for myself to continue reading the X-Men. I'm going to hang through Inferno because I'm getting the idea, especially as I read through this article and they listed through the X-Men writing team, and I noticed that Hickman was not mentioned. So I'm thinking that Inferno, in fact, here we go. Editor Jordan White, writers Jerry Dugan, Vita Ayala, Benjamin Percy, Leah Williams. That's it. No Hickman. So I think Inferno is his swan song. I don't know that they've officially announced that or not, but that's basically pretty much what it seems like is happening. So Hickman is off the X-Books. I have no interest in continuing this weird era of the X-Men without at least Hickman there to make me think that there's a great payoff. Maybe Hellfire, or Inferno rather, will be our payoff. But as of right now, that's probably going to be the last X-Men books I'm going to be buying, just because I've invested this long in it. I want to see if Hickman gives us an ending or something satisfying as he says goodbye to Marvel's mutants and hands them off to whatever you can call this current crew of creators who is churning out this sludge every single week. So let me know in the comments below what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? While you're there, please consider checking out my comic, Malevolent Rising, issue number 5. I try to make good comics. If you want to know the kind of comic book that I would like to read, that's kind of what I try to produce. It's just fun, superhero, action-based stuff. It's not pretentious. I don't try to preach. I try to keep all politics and opinions out of it and just create a story that you can read and have fun with. And X-Men, you gave me a